So I don't know why in hell I didn't took I filmed this when it happened, but it collapsed. Um, as it goes to something else addressed to the so the baby was doing with us every day. I'm walking up there because it was damaged yesterday. It fully collapsed. The baby fell on top of me. It's gonna kill because everything he does is kill. And after that, I rode, which really never stopped. And by the Lord is the way. Starting now. And that's where we are. As for the rest, as we progress, okay, that's too much. Especially clearly, I'm here, and authorities will know where I need to be to help out ship. So. There's that. Okay. Also, the reason that's why is the immeasurable amount of narcotics they're going on makes the same ones as in Jelson. That one. Although, if I were you, I would take more in consideration what the random criminal said there in the mall as passing by me. And again, just placing that to you, which is why we don't listen to them or let this influence my actions to the best of my ability. And not always that's possible. Again, it's why as for the harm caused and the damages in legal technology, I always emphasize the impact we should pay attention to as far as this thing, as far as the crimes go. Not the words necessarily, but or rather, not the words per se, but again, the impact that they would have on someone already struggling, frequently drugged by so on and so forth. So in the process, some of the boards here collapsed, which led to me having to reduce a couple of them. Finally, of the fuck off menacing board that has been addressed, which has been more than enough time already at this point. About time. Even out of like a choice. So, as for most important though, for those words that I just said, they directly amount to what I told transpired. As far as the the specific, as far as change the second clearly and focus trying to fix this. Hopefully before the rain kicks in. Let's hope that. So as for this, matter hand. As for this, there is no doubt in my mind this was manufactured by then the way you witnessed from before. Okay, it's in line with everything that you see them do as for this client. To have this thing rigged to fall the first opportunity when it arrived. It is irrefutable. The state of destruction you saw when you came back. The baby didn't even get inside to begin with. So for all the destruction inside it will be crazy. Plus, what he does is to walk on top of things. The destruction comes from an instinct. It's not quite the baby. It's on any other animals. Doesn't matter. Okay, so again, given how laughably you'll be to assume that the cat managed to not only rip through the things outwards, but also do any of the other things inside, it will dismiss this as laughably untrue. As for the that was the thing that I was looking for when I was up there. Here. As for the rest, the harm is demonstrated by a bunch of things, including the fact that the fancy black again. So we really need this. I don't know why it's so chip heavy for the front, but God knows it is. And also what we need some more support. I don't have a place to put this in because of that. So again, we do what we can. There's nothing. And the criminals doing that time. And we're going to minimize this one today. Particularly in trying to get shape once you have that optimization. Also, everything is totally it's so heavy though. Why is it so heavy? No, why is it so heavy? Shut up. Nothing comes down. It goes up, it comes down. How can you lie down with minimal effort on top? It's such a pain to push up. By the way, if you don't know a piece of TV in there, that's the reason why we figured it out. Because I was trying to fix one day and I noticed how difficult it was to push it up. So the idea was that, well, then it's not going to fall down. So for the faces you're going to witness today, trying to do nothing by stopping the kitten over there from getting her medication. And then I'm feeling shit that they're not doing that. I just want you to take in consideration everything we've seen up to this point. side. So you understand a bit of what I was doing. Plus, the faces from yesterday, which we not forgot. Right? Everything's too very clogged up around here because of the yesterday, and then nothing got properly cleared. So difficult to do anything. It's mine. That's it. After this, we have a much more solid design. The first part is the rain protection goes, again the secret to make sure that the water has a very clear path out. There's some strap there. West. Oh, by the way, they are pouring in 100 trucks in the air, likely knowing, because again, talking about this and share, and they would know I don't have food because they track those things. In fact, again, one of the other reasons for the extra, argument for what they are, they would have used to track how much food I would how much food as well, but might see if I was going to the bathroom or not. Back in the day, English thing can take that as a prelude to the not a very big board actually. For that big bag, for that big bag of food. problem. So that is misleading. From here, it looks almost as if it is the route to go from here. Again, the objective here is not to. Those are the charts. The objective here is not to. Necessarily make that shoe functional. All we're looking for is to make sure it doesn't extend the weather range. It doesn't need to protect much more than that. As long as it does that, it's good.